When you insert a title and content slide, you actually end up with this type of layout here. Now I'm going to click to add a title, and I'm going to add the title The Ways. I'm then going to click on this placeholder, and it's naturally going to give me bullets. And the bullets come with the theme that you chose. So I'm going to put Rubber Bank. When I press enter, I end up with automatically a new bullet. Now, what you can do is you can also create sub-bullets. So I've got here 5 bullets. I'm going to click at the end of Rubber Bank. I'm then going to press enter, which generates a new bullet, but then I'm going to press tab. When you press tab, notice how it indents. And if I press tab again and again and again, you can actually indent up to various sub-bullets. And when I shift tab, hold the shift and tap tab, I go back, eventually back to the top level bullet. So to get a level 2, I'm going to press tab, and then I'm going to go to the end of cell and organ, press enter, press tab, go to the end of fake death for insurance, press enter, press tab, go to the end of Marry a Millionaire, enter, tab, and at the end of Lotto, press enter, press tab. And so you can add sub-bullets. Now the other thing that you may see have appeared, and it may not have appeared, it just depends on your font and your font size, but notice how this has appeared on mine. When this appears, it basically means that I'm stretching to fit this text into this placeholder without PowerPoint having to reduce the font size. Now I don't really want PowerPoint to reduce the font size, because that's how you get this huge variation in font size across your slides, which can be quite distracting to the audience. So I'm going to click this AutoFit options button, and I'm going to tell it to stop fitting the text to this placeholder. So that will keep it at the font size it was originally and doesn't make it smaller. So by default it wants to reduce the font size, make it smaller so it fits. I told it to stop doing that, and then I've got these options. Because I've told it to stop doing that, I could now change this to maybe 2 columns. And so it starts to type in a second column. Or I could go back and I could choose to put it on a new slide. Or I could choose to continue on a new slide, or I split the text that currently exists between 2 slides. So I might go for that option, split the text between 2 slides. And so where it's chosen to split is completely up to it, but it's basically chosen to put so much on one slide and so much on the other slide. Now I'd like to keep fake death for insurance and pay premium first together. So I'm actually going to cut this particular, so I'm just going to select this line, cut it, which is the scissors, or Control X. I'll go back to the previous slide, click at the end of insurance, press enter, and I'll go paste, and I'll paste that particular text. Now if it's chosen not to indent it, click in front of that particular bullet and press tab, and then that becomes a sub-bullet. So you've got AutoFit options if your text starts to exceed the size of the placeholder given the font and the font size you have. Now coming back to the bullets, if I click on Rubber Bank, I might decide I'm not particularly happy with that particular bullet. So I want to change it. Up here on the Home tab in the paragraph group, you've got a bullets button. If I hit the drop down, I can choose a different bullet. So I might go for, say, a square. If I then want to apply that bullet to cell and organ, I'll click on cell and organ and I'll press the function key F4, which is repeat. I'll click on fake death, press F4. I'll go to slide 3, click on Marry a Millionaire, F4, click on Win Lotto, F4. F4 is a very useful a very useful key in all Microsoft products. F4 in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. will repeat your last action. So if my last action was to apply a particular type of bullet, when I go elsewhere and press F4, it will apply that particular type of bullet again. Now I'm going back to slide 2 and I'm going to go to the sub-bullet. I might decide that I want to change the bullet there as well. Again, I can use F4, or I could select this text, hold the control key, select this text, and select this text. I really don't like this method. I find that it's tricky to select the text easily, and I find F4 is quicker. And because I not only want to apply this to these 3 sub-bullets, I need it to apply it to these 2 sub-bullets on slide 3. So I'm not using that approach. I'm going to click on Not Your Own. I'm going to change the bullet. I might decide that I don't want to use any of these. I'm going to go into bullets and numbering. And from here I might decide that I'd like to choose a picture bullet. If I choose a picture bullet, I have to go online and find a picture, or I might have a picture, or I can use some icons that this version provides. If I prefer not to use a picture, close, I can then go into Customize and instead use a symbol. Now the symbols, every font, let me just resize this window because you can move windows and resize them easily just by dragging the corner or the sides. Every font in this top left corner here, and there's quite a collection of them, has its own collection of bullets. Now the popular ones are Wingdings, Wingdings 2, Wingdings 3, Webdings, and even Symbol. But I'm going to go to Wingdings. When I go to Wingdings, there's a variety of fonts in here, and I'm just going to choose a hollow circle, or maybe a circle with a dot in the middle, and I'll go OK. There's my circle there. I can change the color, and I might do that. I might go for a darker green, and if I wanted to, I could up the size of it by increasing the percentage, or I could reduce the size of it by decreasing the percentage. But I'm just going to go OK. And there's my dark green bullet. So I click on Not a Vital One and press F4, pay the premium, F4, go to slide 3, the older the better, F4, buy a ticket, F4, and that repeats me applying that bullet to each and every line I want it applied to. So you can easily have bullets and sub-bullets, and you can indent and have quite a variety, or quite a number of levels of sub-bullets, up to 9 I think sub-bullets you can have. Let's just double check. Click in front of Not Your Own. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Shift Tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So you've got a variety of levels. And I'm just going to save my presentation. You could also opt for numbering if you wished. Just to show you the numbering side of things, if I select this placeholder, so everything is affected, to the right of the bullets button I've got a numbers button, and I could go for Arabic, which is 1, 2, 3. I could go for alphabetic, A, B, C, or even uppercase or lowercase Roman, and you can see it applying it as I roll over the various options to the slide. If I click on that option, I could then go to Not Your Own, and I could mix it up by then perhaps applying a bullet. And then I'd go F4, F4, and I'd completely customize it. So you can see the idea. If I am happy with what I had originally, I'll go undo, undo, until I'm happy with what I have in front of me. So you have bullets and numbering. You can format your bullets and numbering. You can promote them and demote them. Tab is to demote, Shift Tab is to promote. And watch out for the AutoFit options as you start to have more and more text in a placeholder. Instead of shrinking the font, which causes a variety of font sizes in your presentation, which is distracting, you may choose the AutoFit options and actually split the text over 2 slides or into 2 columns.